Hey guys, welcome back. Actually, why am I saying welcome back? Hey guys, it's been so long since I've actually uploaded a video on my main channel. Today's video is going to be, I'm not going to say it's depressing because it's more of a reliever. I quit my job. I'm pregnant and I quit my motherfucking job yesterday. So just a disclaimer, this video is not to bash anybody. This video is not to target anybody, not to bully anybody. I will be leaving names anonymous just because, like I said, it's not to target anybody. This is just my story and I'm just sharing with you guys why I left my job. And also I wanted to kind of share, like, don't stay somewhere where you're not being treated right, where there's constant drama and lack of management. I understand that, like, everybody has a different financial situation, but like you only get to live one life. So like if you are somewhere where you're not appreciated, like, try your best. Like, I know it's not easy, but try hard to like leave that place and like maybe find something else. Yesterday my cousin had called me saying that there's 3 people in the story: my cousin, the girl, the next girl, and my manager. So I'm gonna have names for each of them. So my cousin, we're gonna call her Uni. So Uni called me yesterday and she was really upset that this girl that used to work at our store, we are going to name her It. So It came to the store on some angry, immature, I'm gonna fight you tip, while Uni is on shift. And basically what happened was It wanted to buy a bundle, and we've been instructed by our manager that we're not supposed to give any discounts on the bundles, just because I believe they were like the last ones and I don't think we're reordering them or something like that. So also It doesn't work there anymore, so you don't need a discount, you're not an employee. So basically, fast forward, It wanted the discount and Uni was kind of like to the cashier, no discount. And then It kind of popped off and was all like, I wasn't fucking talking to you, stopped running up or running your mouth and some shit. First things first, I don't know how someone's running their mouth when they're telling you facts, company policy. She was instructed by the manager not to give discounts on that specific bundle. I don't see that as running her mouth, but hey, who am I, right? So basically, It was just basically trying to fight Uni, my cousin, at work, and then had the audacity to bring in my aunt and basically say, oh, your mom's a fat bitch, and let me see her again at the gym that she works at. First of all, who the hell are you talking to? Like, huh? First of all, I find it so stupid if you have problems with somebody to like talk about their family members or to bring up irrelevant shit. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, are we not grown? So fast forward, I guess there's like, they weren't like physically fighting, but there was like a lot of bickering, whatever, and customers kind of got involved because at that point my cousin Uni wanted to knock her out. Like, I would want to knock you out too if you were talking about my mom. And basically eventually It left. So my cousin calls me now and my shift started at 1. So she's there just talking to me and I'm like, what the hell? Like, first of all, who is this girl to be talking about my aunt, calling her a fat bitch? And what if she goes back to the gym? What are you gonna do? What are you going to do? Like, do you own the gym? Is the gym yours? Like, who are you? So I get to work and I was talking to my cousin about it, and a customer had come in that I know, and I was talking to her about it as well, whatever. And then I guess there's a mutual girl that knows It and she still works at the hair store. We're gonna call her, what are we gonna call her? We're gonna call her Immature. So Immature basically knows who it is. Like, they're apparently best friends, whatever. And fast forward, I guess because I was venting, it made, sorry guys, I feel like there's like lipstick on my teeth. So I guess because I was venting to the customer, who is my friend, and I was talking to my cousin for like 5 minutes, it made imbecile feel, oops, not imbecile, my bad, her name is immature. Whoopsie. It made immature feel very uncomfortable. So I was talking about it for a while, not a while, like maybe 5-10 minutes at the front, and then I brought the customer to the back because she wanted to like look at a wig or whatever. So now I'm at the back of the store with the customer, aka my friend, and I was at the back for a while. My cousin Uni, she finished work at 2, so she was at the back with me for a little bit, and then at 2 o'clock she dipped. I'm still at the back with the customer, and then the cashier was kind of like, hey Steph, you know, immature just messaged me and said that she's not coming back. And I'm like, huh? So Hef's closing by herself. True. Continue on with helping the customer. So then now friggin' immature comes back, and I guess she decides that she's gonna work. But what she did was she called the manager saying that she felt very uncomfortable because apparently I was threatening her, or I guess me talking about how I want to knock out the girl who called my aunt a fat bitch made her feel super uncomfortable enough to call the manager and complain. Now I just found it funny that, you know, when did you feel uncomfortable? Before you left to go to the bar and drink and then come back? Or was it after you went to the bar? Because that is what has me confused. You clocked out to go to Double Double to go get shots, and then you came back and then you called the manager. So wait, did you call him on your way to the bar, or did you call him after you came back? Because when you left and when you came back, I was still in the wig room helping the customer. So now the manager calls me, and I'm talking to him, whatever, and instead of him, you know, being a real manager and saying, hey Steph, like, what's going on? I got a call, you know, come to me collective. He decides to be extremely rude, basically come at attacking me. And anybody that knows me, like, I have like a lot of mental health issues, which I'll make another video on that. And the one thing that I'm trying to work on right now, is when you come at me a certain way, I automatically go on defense, and I bring back that same energy. I'm not saying it's right, I don't condone it, but hey, it is what it is. So this guy is there screaming and yelling, and he's not even listening to anything I have to say. I was like, whoa, I wasn't even fucking here in the morning time. Oh, so then why are you talking about it? Talking about to multiple customers, saying that I'm gonna do this and this to friggin' immature. First of all, did I say anything to immature? Did I talk to immature? And so, third of all, I'm sorry that I'm offended that somebody came into the workplace to try and fight my cousin and had the audacity to insult my aunt, and my cousin called you about it, and you didn't even call her back, but you're calling back because immature called you? I was like, what the fuck? And then after, I'm like, okay, so you don't care? Because the man fully said he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. So then now I'm getting all hyped, and I'm like, okay, so are you gonna give a fuck when I knock out the employee? Are you going to give a fuck when I knock out the employee? Yeah, I understand I shouldn't have said that, but hey, I'm mad. This bitch, sorry, I'm not supposed to call names. This girl friggin' took it upon herself to start more problems because basically immature told the manager that I threatened her and I did all this shit when I was in the back helping this customer the entire time. So when he popped off on me and basically was yelling at me, he didn't even ask me any questions. He didn't come to me civil like a normal manager would do. He literally was just screaming, yelling. He did not give a shit of anything that I had to say. So I'm like, okay, I guess you're gonna give a fuck when I, you know, knock out the other employee. So he's like, I'm screaming this in the phone, by the way. And then after, he's like, Stephanie, go home. And I'm like, oh, for sure, I'm going home. I'm going home. So I literally went up to the front. I got into the girl's face and I'm like, I threatened you. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty aggressive. At this point, I blacked out. And yeah, that mental part of me that I'm working on, Yeah, that kind of took over, and I basically destroyed the store. And friggin', I got in her face, and I'm like, okay, now are you feeling uncomfortable? Because I had the girl fully said, she's like, I'm like, I said I was gonna box you. I said I was gonna box you. Like, I'm getting in her face, and she's like, first she said yes, and I'm like, I should like cut your throat kind of thing. And then after she's like, oh no, but the way how you're talking was making me feel uncomfortable. So when I got in her face again, I'm like, yo, does this make you feel uncomfortable? Guys, I'm fucking crazy. I'm crazy. And yeah, so basically I'm like, yo, fuck this shit, fuck you, fuck this place. And I basically tore everything down in the store. Literally, like, I threw down everything, and I took my shit and I left, and I quit. I fucking quit. Because you know what? I'm not saying that how I reacted to the situation is right. I'm not saying that it's an excuse. But you know what? When you push somebody that has like mental health problems, whatever the fuck you get is what you get. Okay? And I'm sick and tired of my buttons being pressed. And it's not like I'm not trying. I am trying to overcome this. I thank God I have an appointment with my family doctor, because I need a new psychiatrist, because the one that I have, he don't listen. He don't listen to me. No, he don't listen. I be like, hey, yo, the medications that you gave me, fam, they don't work. He be like, they don't work. Let me give you more. The fuck? And then wants to say, well, for all my other patients, this medication works. So if it doesn't work for you this round, we'll just put you in the hospital. So I just replied, you know what, boss? You right. You right. It's work. I'm good. So thank God, like, I have an appointment coming up this month on the 24th to go talk to my doctor, because I need a new psychiatrist, because I'm pretty sure he's trying to kill me. Kill me. I'm not trying to brag or gloat about what I did, because what I did was wrong. Do I feel bad about it? Fuck no. It was either the store or her face. Like, don't push people. I don't know why you're lying on me. I didn't even talk to you from when the shift started. I only started saying shit to you after I got the call saying that I was saying shit to you. So then I'm like, now I'm gonna say something to you. You want me to come to you. You called for me. Don't send for me. Don't call for me if you don't want me to get up in your face like this. This is uncomfortable. Talk to my manager. Well, we're gonna call him the delinquent manager, because I don't know how the fuck you be running a store like that. You have bitches coming in that want to fight people. You don't even listen to the one employee that's been there since 2010. I opened that store, and before you come and calmly and be like, Steph, what happened? And even hear me out. I told the man, I'm like, okay, so when did she feel uncomfortable? After she went to the bar? Or before? He's like, oh, we're not talking about. So apparently at Beauty Collections, that's where I used to work, it's okay for you to drink on the job. It's okay for you to drink on the job. He doesn't care about that. What he cares about is the fact that I threatened her. After the fact, she lied and said that I threatened her. So you asked for it, so I gave it to you. So I fucking quit, because he's like, oh, she feels uncomfortable about, you know, working, because I was supposed to work today. And he's like, oh, she feels uncomfortable about working a shift with you. I'm gonna have to talk to my managers. And I'm like, managers? This is not even a real business. This is not a real job. You don't know how to run a store. You're a horrible manager. And what are you, like, no. So I'm like, you know what? Let me do you a favor. I fucking quit. I fucking quit. Just make sure you have my paycheck ready for me on Tuesday. Don't make me come to that store 9:30 in the morning and my money's not there, because then we finna have a problem. Because I don't know what fucking company pays people by checks in 2019, fam. I left and I feel great. I'm done working for people. And the thing is, I've been on and off with this company for like, since, like, I think this is my 4th time quitting, and this time I'm not going back. Like, fuck it. Like, I'm not rich, obviously not. I'm not saying that I'm the wealthiest person, but you know what? I'm well enough that I don't need to be working for a racist son of a bitch. And I'm sorry if that offends you. It's the fucking truth. But like I said in the beginning of this video, this is not intended to shame nobody. It's just putting light on how some businesses are in Canada. And this fucking sucks, because you know what? The shit that goes on in there, we finna report you. We are going to report you, because this is Ontario, not Korea or whatever fucking country you're from. There's rules that you have to follow in order to run a fucking business and have employees. And there's rights, human rights, that are not supposed to be violated, fam. And I'm pretty sure making comments like, I don't know, you're a gorilla. It's not allowed, right? So yeah, I actually feel like relieved. Like, I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh my god, I don't have to go there. And yeah, sorry, my friend had called me with some amazing news, you guys, which I will announce later, but I'm working on something wicked. But yeah, so that's basically the story of why I quit my job. And honestly, overall, I just hope that if there's anybody out there and like you're in a toxic environment, like, leave. It's so not worth it. Like, I know, like, obviously you have bills to pay. Like, clearly I have bills to pay. I have 2 kids. Well, I have a baby on the way, and then I have my daughter and stuff like that. But like, you don't want to stay somewhere where it's toxic and it's draining. Like, you only get to live one life. Try and live your best life. Like, I'm not saying, like, if you're not able to do what I did, which is just up and leave, don't do that. Like, obviously find a backup plan or work on getting a backup plan, but don't ever stay somewhere and let a manager or incompetent employees bring you down and basically belittle you. Like, I'm overqualified to work at, I'm not even gonna call it an establishment, it's a hole in the wall. I'm overqualified to work there, and over my dead body am I gonna let anybody disrespect me and stuff like that, especially because I have a strong passion for beauty and hair, which is why I stayed there for long, because it's my passion. But you know what, honestly, know your worth. I know my worth, and that it tags, and that place ain't for me. Well, that's all for today, guys. I hope you liked my story time. Hope you guys learned something, even though, you know, guys, I'm hella extra. Hope you guys learned something. But that's it. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, because, you know, it helps the channel. And I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.